Alright, we should be live.
Hello out there, everyone. Welcome back to the stream of Super Robot Wars Z3 Jigoku. I'm Ryu, this is Zero. I'm still busy on jury duty here technically, but I didn't get called in today. Apologies for not getting anything done the past couple of days. Due to jury duty and technical difficulties and the like, we haven't gotten much done here. But for today, at least we're back. I doubt we'll be back next Monday, but hopefully not too long after.
We will definitely... We'll be doing probably only one stage.
Probably.
Because the stage after is going to be stupidly long.
Yes.
Let me guess. Once again, we're suspending ace pilots!
Probably, but not yet. Even if we do say that it was not its original power, to be able to defeat the solar wing... to be able to defeat the Demon Lord of Space while battling against the solar wing. Everyone's power truly is incredible here. That fighting spirit of theirs created 100 Z-chips. And of course, I've added them to the squadron's stockpile. Although I don't think this is the type of situation to be saying that right now. After all, our consecutive battles are still continuing here. I sincerely apologize. An emergency alert has just gone out, so the D-Trader shall be carrying on autonomous operations today. The celebrations for ace pilots shall have to wait for another time as well. But this truly is bad, is it not? This is something that even I could not have predicted. Excuse me here. Oh, poor AG.
It's being sold currently?
Chubba armor and
Okay, nothing particular.
plus 20 maneuverability. Yeah.
One of those items is quite good, but the
What one?
Fragment of a Miracle.
Yeah. Not super useful in this
The only person to throw it on, though, is the Genian, so he can throw it on other people.
Spiral Effector.
Oh, right, there was one thing I wanted your help for.
Yeah.
Jigoku QB. I really want to get
Multi-target.
this.
Yeah.
Well, what do I get rid of? I don't know what these are.
Okay, so you don't want any of the top 5. So basically you have the bottom 2. There's half cut, which is cuts damage taken if the enemy accuracy is under 30% and still hits you. And then see-through, which is above 130, well, just gives a buff to your hit evade rates. I'd go for the half cut.
Yeah. Since Jigoku's dodge rates have not been that high recently. Alright, let's go.
It's just an insurance skill. Paradigm City. This is... Don't tell me. Are we back in Paradigm City again? These skies that are so dark even at midday. The streets that look like they've come from a film set. There's no mistaking it. But we were fighting out in space, weren't we? So why are we here now? Is this the work of the anti-spiral? Nia said it had something to do with some kind of system, right? System. A merciless god. So I guess this is just some of that same power of everything we've been dealing with? So, you think you know what's happening, Kay? Back when we came here last time, my head was filled with some kind of fog. Now I think I understand a bit. The true singularity, Kei Katsuragi. From his experience with crossing various dimensions, it seems as if he's instinctively grasped the nature of this town. What are you talking about with everything? Let me see how I can put this. Something to do with the flow and truth of the universe. You can kind of think of it as being the start and end of all phenomenon events. At least, that's the way Asukim described this place. Asukim Doan? The dimensional wanderer who was hunting down spheres. And the accursed immortal, right? Thanks to Crow and everyone else, he's currently sealed in the zone on Mars. But that guy again... Wait a minute. You've come to this Paradigm City with him before, Mr. K? Back during the many worlds war in the UCW. Let's see. According to what Asukim said, this Paradigm City is a sort of miniature garden of sorts. Or it's created by the will of it. Sort of like an experiment, and to try and test out a new world before creating it. An experiment? So you're saying someone made this city? Then the fact that no one here has any memories is... probably something that was caused by the will of the universe. So what the hell's with what we're dealing with? I'm certain you've heard at least a name to the forces I'm talking about here. The spheres. Huh? Come to think about it, we had heard that spheres were a fragment of the power of the universe, hadn't we? In other words, dimensional energy, So what you're saying is, someone with the power to do absolutely everything is going crazy and doing whatever he wants, and that led to the creation of this place? If that's the case, I think I can understand a little bit of how screwy this place is. What did you mean by experiment? After all, why would someone who's already obtained the power of the universe just do something like this? What point could they have to creating Paradigm City? Don't you think it kind of resembles it? Resembles what? A place that's been completely cut off from the outside world? A town full of people with no memories? And an endless set of time that keeps on stretching on. You mean... it's the same as our world right now? So, are you saying that Paradigm City was a testing ground for the Eternity Flat? So that means the guy who created this place is Catlight? Well, Catlight does have a sphere. Is he also the guy who dragged us all the way out here? If that's the case, then the system that was talked about before is... There's nothing we can do just thinking about it here. Let's try and search a bit more. Search? But what for? Well, this is Paradigm City after all. If we're going to be carrying around this waltzing around this place, there's only one person to rely on, isn't there? That Roger guy, huh? What's wrong, Miss Dorothy? Very soon, his power will be necessary. Outside of the dome. This is... outside of the domes of Paradigm City? How do you know that? Back when we got flung to Paradigm City before, Blanche, Camille, and I were all outside of the dome. But why is it only us? Do you wish to know? You're... to think... I have not met you like this before, have I? Well then, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Schwarzwald, one who seeks the truth. As if someone suspicious as you could be certain... someone trying to find the truth? I can understand your reservations, Banager Lynx. Why does he know my name? Of course, it is not only your name that I know. Amuro Ray, Camille Bidan, Shin Asuka. Who the hell are you? Did I not say before? I am but a seeker of the truth. One who seeks to know all there is about this world. And who has doubts about the way it is right now. Alright then, why don't you tell us? Why are we here? And what's with this landscape out here outside of the dome? Both of those questions can be answered in a single phrase. Char-aznable. I don't think that was quite fitting enough. Allow me to rephrase that. This eternal winter that you see out here is the work of Char-aznable. What do you mean by that? You should already know the answer to that, should you not? After all, when you came in contact with the records on the moon, did you not see what lay ahead of him in his future? The future where Lieutenant Quattro fought against Captain Amuro? Black history? Don't tell me. Exactly right. This land stretching out before you is the true form of the world to come. It is the truth. Where are you going? We haven't finished talking yet. What lies from here on out is something for you to confirm with your own eyes. After all, my job is to end here soon. You finished? Damn it. What the hell's with him, searcher of the truth? Is he just trying to trick us? Trip us up? At any rate, let's head off to the dome. I'm certain everyone else is in there. Yeah. Char. Hibiki, this is a bar, right? Don't we need to go back and try and rendezvous with everyone else? Something's calling me. You've said that, but... You can hear it too, can't you, Miss Suzune? His voice. Headlight Man-san? I have to meet him head-on here. Well, isn't it interesting to see you here, Hibiki Kamishiro? Do you mind if I just call you Hibiki? Headlight Man-san. And a lot of stalls. At any rate, looks like you responded to my call, huh? Catlight! That's a pretty impressive speed you've got there. But a flesh and blood fist isn't going to be any use against me. So you got a mechanized body? Not quite right, kiddo. I'm not some kind of cyborg or something. After all, this is what we Geminiad are. Geminiad? Citizens of the planet Gemini. As you can see, we could turn our skin into metal at any time. Surprised, aren't you? After all, there are plenty of things out there in this universe that you don't know about. We've both brought our women along today here, haven't we? So let's not try and cause a ruckus here. Just sit down for now. Excuse me, then. Is this girl here your sister? She's my partner. I've completely forgotten Suzune's last name, but yes. I see. She came here because she was worried about you, huh? Why don't you drink something? The whiskey they've got here isn't half bad. Hibiki's still a minor, you know. Oh yeah, that's right. This planet did have a rule like that, didn't they? It's so boring living life to the rules, though, isn't it? Why did you call me here? From what Annalota said, she thinks that you and I are similar. Me and him? That's right. My beloved honey says so. So at least before our final fight here, I thought I'd go ahead and meet you face to face. Isn't that what you wanted too? you finally willing to settle things with me? As I said, I'll be doing that on the 11th of November. You... Don't get swept up into his pace, Hibiki. Yeah, if you do that, you'll have already lost. Seems like your partner understands things far better than you, huh? At any rate, I have a question for you too. That imitation of yours, what the hell is it? The Genian? Even its name's similar. No matter how I look at it, it's just a copy of my Gemini, isn't it? Geminia, isn't it? According to what I've heard, it's something that a company called the DEM Corporation created. Test unit. I've been piling it in order to defeat you here. So you want to defeat me and make that imitation into the real deal, huh? I don't care. I don't give two hells about what the DEM Corporation thinks. But I'll never forgive you for killing my father and sister. Isn't just my father and sister. Shin and Misako. I'm here to defeat you on behalf of everyone who got cursed by the angel. Angel, huh? That doesn't sound fitting for me at all. That isn't the only reason I've got to fight you, though. 'Cause I'm the enemy of the world, right? Can't blame you on that. What about it, Hibiki? The fact that we met here has to be some kind of fate. So why don't I tell you at least something nice here? What? The singularity of this world. Don't you want to know? Singularity? If we knew that, we'd be able to break through the prison of time. I mean, I couldn't go so far as to tell you everything, but I'd be willing to give you at least a hint here. What are you trying to pull here? What do you want in exchange? My life? Don't be so pathetic. After all, if I was really trying, I could kill you and everyone in here without not a second thought. What point is there for it, huh? You want to know the answer? If that's the case, kneel down before me and ask politely. You can't do it though, can you? There's no way someone like you would bow their head down to the person you want to kill. I understand that, Hibiki. After all, you're a prideful man, aren't you? And you even brought your girl along. Catlight! Please, give me a hint about the singularity. You... Please. You really did it? Please. No way. Catlight! I'm joking, honey. After all, even I haven't sunk that far. The singularity of this world that you've been searching for. It's something that you all should know quite well. Someone that we know well? You all have the stigma, been branded with the stigma, haven't you? Looks like no matter what, things start to swirl around those people.
Sorry about the noises. It's very windy out.
Go ahead and lift up your head there, Hibiki. After all, you need to thank me, don't you? Thanks. And I won't forget this humiliation. Hibiki? One and left, huh? Well, I don't blame him. Is that really alright? To give him information about the singularity? There's no harm in it. After all, even if they're able to reach the answer they need, they're only halfway there. There's no way they'll be able to get that singularity to cooperate. After all, This town's gonna be their grave, isn't it? Thanks to the system activating. But since we were able to meet like that, I think I understand what you were saying before. Just like me. He's struggling with the despair at his inner self and the hope of trying to save the world, isn't he? I've got no clue what the circumstances are behind his getting in that imitation, but he's definitely suited for it. So that's why he was able to hear your call? Well then, I guess let's go watch their final fight here. Will he be satisfied with that, I wonder? If that's the case, then I'll... No. You trying to act like a commander now? That's not it. What's in your stomach there is... No. The future of all the Geminiad. Back to Gordon Rosewater's house. I'm pleased to see you've come back, Roger Smith. But of course, reporting to their clients is one of the jobs of a negotiator. And I was still a little bit sad that I hadn't been able to try some of your prized tomatoes. But it's long past the time for that, I'm afraid. The tomatoes have all fallen from the vine. Is that so? It's almost winter. And in her sorrow and loneliness, she seeks to forget everything. Memories of Paradigm City. If you were to put it another way, she herself is this city. Angel. That's right. That itself is the final truth that I left recorded in Metropolis. The collapse of the world. It's the activation of a system that someone left behind. Gordon Rosewater. I seem to recall that before you wound up using a bunch of different methods to try and get your memories back, didn't you? I wanted to know the reason why I wrote Metropolis. But that's far in the past now. Even if you learn about the past, you cannot change it. And once I realized that, I've realized there was no point in trying to find my memories. It's just as you say. But the loop of 12,000 years is about to close. This city, at least, is completely separate from that. But you didn't think that was going to be alright, did you? So that's why you left me that message. After all, we old men aren't going to be the ones to decide the future. Understood, Gordon Rosewater. I just hope that she'll be able to understand that too. Are you leaving already? Once I take on a job, I'll see it through to the end. That's my pride. After all, I'm Roger Smith. Paradigm Cities? No. This world's a negotiator. Roger. You've come to pick me up, Dorothy? That's right. It's almost time for your job to start. Well then. Let's go, Dorothy. It's time to fulfill our duties. Just you wait, Angel.
SHOWTIME!
And now, cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. Angel. Well, you could see the big O. Come out already! I need to talk to you! That black Megadeuses has appeared again, sir! What do you think it's trying to do? I've got no clue, but let it be for now. Roger. I'm trusting in your pride here. It appears as if it has begun. Well then, Master Roger. Shall this go well?
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. So an army of Bigs has shown up. That which was left behind by the system, huh? It appears as if she does not wish to meet you, Roger Smith. Schwarzwald? Yes. The fact that this army of Bigs has appeared is proof of her will. I see. So rather than talking things out, she chose this, huh? If that's the case, crushing them all by cleaning up this mess is the job of a negotiator, isn't it? Don't you think, everyone? Prepare your 18 teams. Really less than optimal.
You mean for placement purposes?
Yeah, for Basara purposes.
This is the best place to put people.
Do you remember to be careful where you put Chirko and Sosuke, because they can't fly.
I think in this team, but
They can.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It can fly.
The Gurren can fly, and so can the GNXs.
God, it can fly. Yeah, I've paired Patrick Colasaur with them.
Okay. Unicorn I don't think can fly. No, it can.
Yeah.
You got it equipped with stuff.
Alright, yeah, let's just go with this.
Alright.
Abandon reasoning.
Ha! Kept you waiting, huh, Mr. Negotiator? It's about time for work to start, right, Mr. Roger? Crushing that army before us? But I don't think that reasoning used before will work. Even so, I'm not worried about it. After all... well, because this is our job, you won't have any... it's not a crime here. I've got no clue what the hell you're saying, but I'm more than willing to go along with this. In order to escape Paradigm City, we're going to have to defeat that army. All we need to do is break through. Be careful. According to what was written in Metropolis, the pigs are known as the Army of God, and they've burned the entire world to ashes. Heh. We're more than used to fighting foes like that, though, aren't we? I guess you're right. But can you all truly do it? Schwarzwald? Shin, Benager, don't think of anything pointless here. Alright. Hibiki. I'm certain that Godlight's watching us fight somewhere. There's no way I can lose in front of him. Well then, everyone. Until the truth becomes revealed here, let us dance together! Along with the end of that pitiful man who lost himself in a dream. Schwarzwald, let us begin. No, let us end this! This world shall soon be reborn. That end itself is the start of a new world! Destroy all enemies, do not let Roger die. That's our point, is clear all enemies within 5 turns. Just quickly.
Not yet.
Yes, we do not have either of the upgrades yet. But the big guy will be getting 2 upgrades this stage.
Dodge up one both just in case.
Do check one of the mass-produced Big O's, though, to see what they can do.
Will do. Just always Basara buff.
Yeah. Remember, Basara is one of your only healers.
He's also super dodgy.
Yeah.
As long as Schwarzwald doesn't attack him, I'm fine.
Probably. Mass-produced Big O.
No abilities. Nothing.
Has an SN land. It has Arc Line, Tackle, and Chrome Buster.
Okay.
So not great, not terrible. There are far more dangerous things out there.
Oh, yeah. These things have just a wonderful hit chance here.
Because remember, the Big O's
Are large.
I was going to say
And
they
not
aren't.
agile.
I was going to say they aren't good at hitting anything that's not on the ground. Because remember, they are fully land units.
However, they have a lot of HP.
Yeah, because they are super tanky.
It would appear that Agarasu messed up what this thing's SR point is. What is making that noise?
No clue. And what do you mean?
I think Agarasu said it as.
Defeat all enemies within 5 turns. I think you were looking at the wrong side.
I was looking at one down. Which is making me go, this fight's going to be fun. That's going to be even less fun.
Yeah. Because next side we're going to have a 3-way battle between... Should be 3-way battle between Z-Blue, the Shadow Angels,
Figured.
and the Mycenaeans. The Black History. You were supposed to have evaded that destruction. Schwarzwald said that Eternal Winter is going to come about because of Char. What is this premonition I'm feeling? What's happening in the world right now?
What do you think of Char?
Me?
Yeah, you personally.
He's a lot better than a lot of villains. Because even to the very end, he was actively seeking to fail.
Zeta really helps put Char's counterattack into perspective, doesn't it? Zeta seeing... He saw how scarred Camille was by the end. I think that's generally accepted to be the reason why he kind of went somewhat insane.
As said, I did not manage to reach the end of Zeta. Unfortunately. Just use the missile gun if you're going to go for that one.
Yeah, I'm just... Go for the safe kill.
But yeah, Char actively was kinda hoping that he would fail here. Seeking someone to be able to prove him wrong. And so I give him props for that.
His three... And the 3 main incarnations of Char are all rather different.
You have original Gundam Char, the Red Comet who was...
Really sorry for the noise. It is shockingly windy.
Catlight. I won't forget today's humiliation. I'll make you regret looking down on me there. Be sure to find that singularity. Put an end to this. Catlight demands some. You're going to regret this.
There's Char the Red Comet.
Quattro Vagina, the Lieutenant of Aug. And then Char Azul, the commander of Neo Zeon.
And then there's Full Frontal.
Who is not Char. Very decidedly not Char.
I feel like Z3's Full Frontal is actually slightly better.
Really?
Because he's not a questionable clone. He's decidedly not a failed clone.
He never was a failed clone, was he? I thought the thing about him was that Full Frontal is just a guy who was turned into a Cyber Newtech implanted with Char's memories, kind of, and given plastic surgery to look like Char.
At the bare minimum, he was given Char's... He's a cyber Newtype.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings into question whether, he's real or not.
What do you mean by real?
Whether he was... Oh god, words are failing to come
Sane?
out right now. Whether he was naturally born, whether he was a perfectly normal person, or if he was originally intended to become Char, is the big difference.
From what I've seen and read, I personally lean towards he was just an ordinary guy who, looked up to Char and was like, someone needs to step up and take the role, and volunteered for the process.
And then
I
they
could
just
be totally
sort of
wrong.
botched it.
I could be totally wrong.
They kind of botched the implanting of ideas.
Well, I mean, he was not, will never be, and could never have been Char, so.
Because Char gave up on humanity,
But he didn't.
whereas Full Frontal gave up on Newtypes.
But Char never really did give up on humanity, as evidenced by the end of Char's counterattack.
He'd sort of... He'd given
He
up
was
on
still
war.
He was still hoping to be proven wrong. Hey, Claire. She has decided she wants to crawl down your throat again.
Gundam is a good series. I almost feel like Gundam could be categorized as a genre.
I don't need to show any pity to evil super robots. Quite a line, Norco.
Buster Collider is... No, it's a Buster Collider.
Yeah, this is Buster Collider.
That's the assist attack?
It shouldn't be. No, it's because you were using it the other way around. Remember, assist comes
right.
first.
Right. That makes more sense.
Come here, Claire.
Claire, I love you, but...
You are causing problems.
My brain's not doing the best to start with today.
Blame it on the new medicine.
Yeah, I'd say less than new medicine, more just... I'm still running a bit low on sleep.
I do love that weapon.
I absolutely
The
love
fact that his rifles slot together.
It seems highly impractical, but...
Not necessarily. I mean, that means you're doubling barrel length.
But does that really matter?
I mean,
With laser rifles, I really don't know.
well, I mean, I can think it would, because that would mean that the beam is being condensed for a longer time inside the barrel.
It also seems like it would make the rifle more dangerous to the user. Like it could explode at any moment.
Well, I mean, that's always a threat with beam weaponry.
But if the beam just goes slightly astray from the first barrel...
I'm sure that every precaution has been taken. After all, this is, the Strike Freedom and not, a grunt suit. This is an Ace-exclusive unit specifically designed for someone who is very, 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 very far beyond human.
Yeah... I mean, most coordinators... They're still pretty much human. They're still at least 90% human.
That's an interesting percentage.
They're augmented humans. Kira! What's Al saying?
Entering precision firing mode.
Kira, on the other hand, I don't think there was a shred of humanity designed in him. He was designed to be a Gary Stew.
But the thing is, theoretically, coordinators could naturally happen. You could, theoretically, if it's, a 1 in several trillion chance, have
children.
someone who has all of these abilities. Is that naturally good?
I think the chances on Kira are a bit low.
Yeah, I know that trillion is low, but theoretically, it could happen.
Yeah.
Coordinators are not, augmented humans in the way that I personally think when I think augmented humans. When I think augmented humans, I think full-on augment, like enhanced cybernetic abilities.
I was going to say, I mean, cyber Newtypes are augmented.
Yeah. Cyber Newtype, I would fully be willing to call an augmented human. The coordinators of Seed, not so much. They're enhanced, but not augmented.
Alright. I mean, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Is Shin a coordinator?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah.
I mean, he lives in the plants. Pretty much everyone living in the plants is a coordinator.
And then there's the most wonderful coordinator of all, 8. Right? The artificial coordinator.
Yes, the subpilot of the Astray.
Yep.
Stray Red, at least. Stray Blue doesn't need it.
After all,
Yes, I
Stray
think.
Blues is a coordinator, I believe.
I don't know if Guy Murakumo is a coordinator or not, but... Let's clear this up quick.
Fire everything. Don't you wish you
Yeah.
had Alpha's wonderful, stupid long Evangelion attack?
No.
The full minute? Wonderful scene in series.
Which they screw up at the last moment, right?
They screw up at the moment after the last moment. They fully succeeded at what they were
Yes,
doing.
they succeeded at what they were doing, but they botched the landing.
They absolutely botched the landing. Now, go for an all attack.
Oh, no. Nick. Shoulder cannons.
Do you prefer Seed or Iron Blood Orphan's designs?
That's hard. I mean,
Let's just go with main mech. Strike versus Barbados First Form.
I would say that Strike wins out against Barbados, but Barbados wins out over Freedom.
Yeah. And I think Barbados Lupus...
Rex. Or just Barbados Lupus.
Just Barbados Lupus would beat out over the Force. Personally.
The Force and the Destiny.
Maybe not the Destiny.
I mean, I like the concept of the Destiny, but it's not the best design, in my opinion.
I like the design of the Destiny. I like its stupid shoulder blades.
Because those are its beam saber handles.
I just love that. It's so stupid. It's like the Lupus Rex's tail.
But I mean, that actually has that has multiple purposes. So I mean, in addition to actually being a weapon, it can probably be used as a tail for balance.
Probably.
Though I could be wrong.
Never actually finished Iron Blood Orphans.
Yeah. Went all the way through Season 1 and looked at the Star Scene 2 is like, yeah, I don't want to watch that.
I know it's controversial, but I actually do not like Iron Blood Orphans.
I like the designs, but they didn't have any characters good or interesting enough for me to keep around watching it.
I hate Mikazuki. He's... Oh god, I'm gonna say it. He's less of a character than Kira.
Especially by the end of the series, right?
Because... Kira... He has a character. He may be Mr. Perfect, perfect at everything. Oh god, I took a life. But... he has problems, he has things. He's not Orga, who's next.
Yeah. And I understand there are people out there who enjoy Iron Blood Orphans, to which I say, more power to you. Go ahead and enjoy that. That's just our opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I can fully see why people would love the series. It had such promise, and then suddenly, whenever they had a problem, they had a solution. Not at the end, but that's another matter altogether.
I think that the time the series just completely lost it for me was when they killed Biscuit, because at that point, you've lost every single member who was, in any way, shape, or form, a good person / voice of reason for the whole team. So they had no one left there to stop them from just going completely ridiculously berserk on everything.
I'd say the point at which I lost it was once he gained ties with the other group.
With the Mafia?
Yeah, with the Mafia-type group. Because suddenly a lot of their problems just sort of went away. I've never questioned it before, but how are they still flying?
Spiral Energy is able to keep them up in the air. Or, alternately, they just make sure that they throw it from high up enough
That they
keep falling long enough to catch it again.
Everyone knows the secret of flying is falling until you stop.
No, the secret of flying is you throw yourself at the ground and you miss. You should know this. You've read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy before.
What do you think on the strike freedom? It's gold.
I mean,
I like the gold on everything but the hands.
I think that the strike freedom is better than the standard freedom. It's strike freedom, standard freedom, from best to worst.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
My biggest problem with the strike freedom is just its color scheme. Just the fun. Its color scheme is very brown.
Brown?
It's a very black-brown.
I don't think there's any brown on it. Black, yes. If you want to say uninspired and
Drab.
boring, I wouldn't quite say drab, but uninspired or boring, certainly.
Yeah, it doesn't have the popping of the white that the strike does, or even the light blue and red contrasting.
And then you've got the fun color changing of the Impulse.
Yeah.
Which is, I would say, why it is probably impossible to get for them to do with the Impulse what they did with the Strike.
I mean, you could have different colors of chest piece?
But that makes things a lot harder. It's a
Yeah.
lot harder to swap out an entire, chest piece rather than just, have different bits you can slap on the RG model. But, I mean, I guess we'll find out, since the RG Impulse is coming out in a month or two. Ping. Fire the arc line.
Seriously, though,
Wow.
Bandai. It did hit.
Oh.
When is Bandai going to make a PG Sazabi and New?
New, understandable. Sazabi, less.
I mean, the MG Sazabi is basically a pseudo PG. I should know. I purchased one once.
And to put it together,
And I would purchase another one if I had the funds.
because you screwed up the shield.
No. Not just because I screwed up the shield. It just could use work overall. Plus, it was a long, fun build. I'll save the piping on the waist.
Yes, you have complained about this to me multiple times.
Waist piping on mono eyes is painful.
Wonder how bad the original MG Zaku was.
Not much different.
Oh.
Oh.
You rotten dogs! Die!
Oh, that's why there was only one of them.
The nightmare has yet to end!
Maybe I should have guarded. No, I dodged. Alright, Benager.
Hyper Bazooka, not something we see that often on the Unicorn.
I have to say,
Oh hey, he's got a barrier.
barrier. Probably the reduced type.
I don't think so. But I could be wrong, but you can check. He has a barrier field option part equipped. Select. Yes, reduce all damage by 1,000.
Alright. So, what I was going to say, what was I going to say?
Soul?
Yeah, sure, soul up.
And if you can, act again, but you don't have that.
No, don't have weight either. What was I saying a moment ago?
We had been talking about Mono Eyes. And MGs, PGs.
I've forgotten what I was saying.
Even Schwarzwald is hurting badly after that.
I'm pretty sure it's not what I was going to say, but the PG Strike Freedom. Ooh, Strike Freedom.
Why?
It's like the RG Zeta. It's a hand grenade.
But why?
The
That makes
wings.
sense. Okay.
If the wings come off, you're never getting them back on.
Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, just smack a bunch of your friends. Healer abuse time, right?
Given that I only have one healer, no.
Good old Fire Emblem games. Healer abuse is very important.
Yep.
Otherwise your healers will never level up. Even if it's just a scratch, heal it. You need the XP. Because you will almost always have enough money to be able to have staves. Whereas the EXP you can't repurchase so easily.
Osmo will double anything. Huh, that's weird. Guess that was not worth a single tag tension star. Yep, he'll double anything. He doesn't even have try again right now.
Nope. Do 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 do. Keep on trying to talk a bit here. I'm going to go just take a quick look outside and make sure so
don't
things
have
aren't
anything
blowing
going.
all over the place.
Well, we're going to get to see Patrick Colasar here for a moment. Wait, did I just not attack? Oh no, yeah, it's fine.
Okay, nope. Didn't see anything, blowing all over the place here. Destiny is in range.
I didn't think that would hit flyers, but it will.
Yep, it's got an A and everything. And it's got a really high hit chance.
Yeah, that's stupid high hit chance. Well, that was a waste of a attack.
Not a waste, but
A bit of a waste.
just as a warning before you go, the Big Venus is going to appear near the top of the map.
I figured as much.
And Mikage is going to spawn in on the bottom right, I believe.
I'm debating whether I care about that.
No.
No?
Yes, you could have 100 Z chips for having Amata and Alto fight Mikage, but Mikage is pain. Pain. Long story short, you can't beat Mikage anyway.
Cool.
And he's going to keep on punching you and throwing endless hordes of skeleton soldiers at you. So, yeah.
Try again on a battleship.
But it's the Shin Dragon, so... it's more than capable of fighting well. 409.
I think he can double literally God.
No, you won't get a chance to test that in this. Although you will get a chance to fight,
What do you mean? I'll get to fight Hades.
True.
And the anti-spiral.
Yeah.
I think the anti-spiral's close enough.
Enough.
Oh.
Sad. 37 HP on each.
I was so confident that would work. I was so confident I knew it would fail. You know? It's just free kills.
Just keep on moving.
That is the freest kill.
Yeah. To keep someone moving.
Great.
Had a miracle happen.
Yep.
Maybe try killing Schwarzwald. See if
Just
that
working
does
a bit
anything.
odd. Back to normal now. It's just working a bit odd for a moment.
I don't know if killing Schwarzwald will actually do anything or not, so...
Alright, let's go ahead and go for it.
Don't think you need Noriko for that.
Yeah, I don't think I do. I think I can easily just kill with...
I was going to say I would go for the assault maneuver instead. So you have Gunbuster support. Yeah.
I mean, given that, yeah, definitely will kill.
Double assault maneuver and Gunbuster Tomahawk smack.
Why are so many tomahawks not really tomahawks?
Because the Japanese have a different language than us.
Like a double-bladed axe. I feel like I can kind of give that one a pass.
It's a war axe, but not a tomahawk.
It's still sort of one-handed.
In Japanese, I think they've just taken tomahawk to mean throwing axe.
It's like hammer. Whenever you see the word hammer with a mecha, it's a ball, it's a mace. I think the second maneuver may be overkill.
Probably. But yeah.
Did you see the damage left? 700 HP.
Well done, Ozma. You've killed part of the army of God. Supposedly.
Maniacally.
Possibly.
I don't know if that was laughter or screaming.
It was one of the two, certainly. It's almost time for the finale, isn't it? Schwarzwald? It is almost time for you to learn the truth of this world. Yes. Of the one who shall change the fate. I am satisfied, Roger Smith. With the fall of the pigs. It's the end of this world. Well, the activation of the system. I shall see it all with my own eyes. Are you still caught up in a fantasy here? Well then. Then allow us to give a fitting end to a dominus of the big eggs to him. Dorothy, you're here? It is time to release the final seal on the Big O. Schwarzwald, allow me to put an end to your journey seeking the truth. And now,
It is time.
Alright, Schwarzwald. I'll show you a future that isn't in your predictions. Big O. Final stage!
For the most ridiculous weapon.
It has to be anchored in place. This is my, Roger, and the Big O's power. This is the grand finale! The cannon falls away. And with this, the play is at an end. So the final thing these eyes of mine would see was not flames, but light. However, that in itself is not bad. Not bad at all! Schwarzwald. Roger Smith. So in the end, rather than being imprisoned by your memories, you chose to live, hmm? What I'm doing here isn't averting my eyes from the truth. Simply that I didn't find any worth in my past, in those memories. What I desire isn't a past, it's the future. It appears as if I will not be able to write any articles for the paper tomorrow. With that being the case, it is now your responsibility to see the future for yourselves. Farewell, Roger Smith. May your negotiation lead to the future. Even to the end, he was a weirdo. But even so, he lived true to himself. Allow us at least to respect him for that. Farewell, Schwarzwald. This time for sure. Rest in peace.
It's like I've got to beat everything.
Yep. I did not remember if killing Schwarzwald would do anything or not, and it looks like the answer is no.
Well, I mean, yes, because...
But, yes, we now have Dorothy, who has Accelerate, Analyze, Snipe, Bless, and one that lowers will on enemies, I believe.
Pretty useful. And
We have unlocked the final stage. 1 ammo, ignore size, range 2 to 8.
Let's see how well the real Big O's Chrome Buster fares.
Worth enough to take down one imitation.
No.
It looked like it did take down one of
5.
them.
5.
Oh.
The second worst. That's within the top 9 worst numbers to see.
Yeah, because getting an enemy to single digits is never fun.
Unless you're trying to, you know, beat 2 enemies on the same turn.
Or get the trophy.
Is there a trophy for it?
Yes, I believe there's a trophy for getting an enemy to single digits. Which makes it slightly less of a slap in the face the first time.
Every subsequent time, though.
It's still just a slap in the face. Because it means you were just not good enough. Like, one more point of offense, and yeah, you would have had it. Probably.
How much are left at this point?
You have it at 7.
Okay.
Do-do-do. Fin funnels.
Muro, just funnels.
That's all you need.
Really, anything would have worked, but...
But for him, the funnels are quite acceptable.
it's not like you're good for much attacking anyway. So just do that as much as you can.
Such an interesting map attack.
Yeah, it is very weirdly shaped. To use it properly, you have to think like him. Think 18 steps ahead in a 5-step game.
At least. Think 18 turns ahead when you only have 5 at your disposal. Still not checkmate yet.
It's not checkmate until it's checkmate, wait.
It's not checkmate until the king is dead.
Oh, so that's what the end of the series was about.
Sure, let's go with that.
I mean, that is what the end of the series was about.
Okay.
The amount of damage dealt to.
Taken. The amount of damage the Dan Kruger took.
It looked very low.
It was 43.
Wow, that's lower than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's that it was double digits. Theoretically, you could burn a love. Or you could swap to Wave Rider mode.
Swapping to Wave Rider mode might work. Yep, that worked.
Because you can fly. You don't have to go through the buildings.
Alright, yeah, I already applied that.
God Mars. And the very old music.
I actually need to try and watch God Mars at some point. I also need to watch Baldios.
Crunchyroll has God Mars. Amazon Prime has Baldios. Just barely not enough.
Oh well. It's not the worst thing. There doesn't have to be a charge, is there?
That one is everything usable post movement.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay.
I would say use the other one.
It's not like I need to burn 100% hit chances here.
But only because they are Megadeuses.
They are super massive.
Not necessarily supermassive, but they are large and heavy and slow. Should be easy for just about anyone to hit them.
Even Luna Maria could hit it.
Probably. But she's not in this game. Go, GN Sword Bitch. I don't think that's gonna do it, sadly.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to.
You could probably use him to take out the other one.
Is Grandma? Grandma's Accelerate.
Mm-hmm. That's not gonna do it. You sure you want to burn that soul, though?
No, but I think this will work. Just barely enough. Eh. Burning tag stars is not the worst.
It's not good considering the fight to come.
The fight to come is not going to be difficult in the slightest. I am betting. I'm betting that solely on the fact that I have a crap ton of super strong units.
Your units are probably almost certainly more upgrade than mine were at this point.
They are all 70 and 7.
At least.
I'm keeping this one on standby for guy mode.
Yeah. I kind of miss the GBA games piercing attacks, but it's good that enemies don't have them. Don't you agree?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't remember that a bunch of, in the GBA games, a lot of characters would have combo, that's what they call it, combo attacks, which hit like 3 enemies in a line, or whatever.
Not really.
Yeah, they would... most characters with like lots of melee attacks would have one melee attack that's set aside and is like PC, meaning it's post movement, and combo, meaning it can punch through, hit like 2 enemies in a row or 3 enemies based on your level of combo skill. And that, in fact, is the only reason that the Belsalute comes with a map weapon. Because it does not have any of those.
I typically use the Granted.
Yeah.
And isn't the 4th secret super robot amazing?
I mean, yeah. It's impressive. Considering what it is.
Warp. Just warping everywhere.
So let's see. You have one off to the right. Is that the only one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I would say have the getter dragon kill it if it can.
My actual plan was to,
Yeah, that works.
that does not work.
Maybe. You could have him close in and use a Hadron shot. Ah, that's out of range for duo. Have someone you don't care about take care of it. Someone you don't care about, or a battleship.
Oh wait, yes, Soul. This might work.
I don't think it will, but we'll see.
But it might, and that's the important bit.
Oh, so close. Let the Shin Dragon take care of it. Don't think the Rock Island can. Okay.
Right? It's time for you. Just slap him.
Don't waste bullets, everyone. Don't waste any bullets, but still blow the thing to pieces. It looked like they were wasting a lot of bullets, didn't it?
I'm just remembering Maximilian Junus and his wonderful command he was given.
Alright, we defeated all the enemies! Will we be able to go home like this? No, not yet. Is there still a last boss waiting to show up? That's not quite right. It's the person I need to negotiate with. Be careful, Roger. Something is coming. The Solar Aquarian? Is it Kagura? I've been waiting, Amada. It's finally time to take you out! Chasing us down even transcending dimensions? How crazy is he? No. Captain Amuro? Kagura isn't the one who's moving the aquarium right now. It's a much darker will. This feeling of hatred. This fierce feeling that refuses to understand. This that means he's here? Kagura, if you feel that way then? That's quite the guts for you. But Selfie's mine! As if I'd sit back and accept that. I'll transcend this fate. I'll transcend that fate and accept the now! Kono! Selfie! Stop it, both of you! This battle can't be stopped. Someone's voice is in my head? Refuting this battle would refute the world itself. I can't say anything! Rather than the two of them, you should be fusing with me, Mikono Suzushiro. You aren't Sasuke. Who are you? I am nothing more than a discarded fragment of love. By embracing that hatred, I fought against the reincarnation of Apollonius, Apollo. But even in the end, I wasn't able to completely get rid of that love. At the time that the Tree of Life shattered, Apollo asked me to be one with him once more in order to save the world, and I accepted. And at the time when he remade the world once more, I fused even more deeply with Apollo, becoming one with the one that you love. It was such a thrill, but at that time I realized, as our souls were mingling together, I realized that Apollo was not the reincarnation of Apollonius. And the real Apollonius was... not once, but even twice. Apollonius trampled on my feelings. The traitorous angel Apollonius? I will destroy the world and become god of the world to come. One who is spurned by love shall destroy all of it. That is the new myth that I seek. Now let us go. No matter how many times I kill you, it will not be enough. Pitiful woman who stole my Apollonius from me. Oh. With this, my revenge shall begin. No! And now... Miss Mikono? Sylvie? Ah, that hatred is boiling up from the depths of my heart here. This beautiful paradise that man left, and a system that shall return everything to nothingness. But before it activates, I shall make sure to make my feelings clear. That voice, Ikage? Exactly right, Kagura. Sasuke's furious. What did he do to Sasuke? You give Mikono back! As if a winged dog would be able to deal with the machine of the gods. Mikage, what the hell are you doing? What am I doing? This solar wing is already mine. The controls aren't working! Kagura, you cannot fight against me. Well then, let us go. As the Aquarian decombines and recombines into...
the shadow.
A black Aquarian? Well then, let us begin. This final night before a new legend begins. A legend of destruction. Called out cherubim soldiers? This is the power of the gods. Even for someone who's wearing black, this is far too much. What should we do, Roger? Can't afford to let anyone who would break the laws in this city go unpunished. Take down the Aquarian. Miss Sasuke and Miss Mikono! Oh, come on, you two! Answer us already! Kakura. It's useless. After all, the solar wing is now finally mine. The one that shall return you to nothingness isn't them, but it shall be me! Destroy all enemies. Do not let a battleship die, do not let Roger die. And we now have the Ancient AQ.
So do I have to fight this thing regardless?
Tawano Mikage. ESP level 9. Will up bonus. Prevail level 3. Guard. Multi-target. Will up. Double action. Ignore debuffs. Ignore debuffs. S in everything. Has 1 attack. Beam. And it's size 2L now.
Yeah.
So you have to at least do something. Do not go in there with him.
No, I'm... yeah, no, just...
Hide, Roger.
You can't.
Yeah, just... What I mean is just have him go somewhere he's not going to get hit.
He physically cannot.
After all, he still has things to do. I'd say get those two moving. I think you only need to, like, punch the Aquarian once for it to work out. Because the thing is, you cannot kill him. He'll just regenerate any damage you deal to him. Because he has the power of not one, but at least 2 love triangles to draw upon! The worst part is I'm not even joking there.
Dear God, imagine if he had 3.
Yeah. I mean, technically you've got the Basara, Malaine, Gamlin triangle, but
I don't
that's
think
not
that
going to
would
go
work.
anywhere ever.
No, the big problem with that is...
It's not.
Which 2 parts do you take as well? Malaine is a definitive necessary. I don't think you can kidnap Basara, though.
Especially since Basara's power directly goes against Mikage's. Mikage would want Basara to stay as far away as possible. Good. He thinks.
Just punch it.
The Ancient AQ.
I mean,
What a pitiful attack.
I'll grant.
To look down on us humans!
It looks interesting. Thankfully, it only has the
Whoa.
beam.
Head wings.
It does not have its late attacks it will have in the next stage.
Yeah. If you want to feed me, can I be if you're like you're prepared to die? What's that power? I mean, we're not in Altair anymore, so what the hell's happening? This diorama here is a symbol of hatred for me. And in addition, I have with me here 2 love triangles that have generated great sorrow. Wait, what? And both of those give power unto me. Yes, limitless power. Alright, limitless power? This is the power of the gods, wingless ones. Okay. As if we'd pay any attention to what someone like you's gonna say. Even if you may have the power of the gods, we can't afford to leave you alone. Silence, you pathetic insects. The memory of defeat that slumbers within me. Now that is lending me strength. And then, the source of it, the system that he left behind, shall appear now. More pigs? Kage. What do you have to do with the person? What relationship do you have to the person who made that? I have no intention of answering. After all, it has nothing to do with you, wingless ones. If that's the case, we'll force you to talk. Wait a minute, Alto. Something else is coming. A white Big O? No. That thing isn't just white. Its colors have been inverted. A negative existence. Something that goes against the laws of this world, So it's finally come, huh? Later then, Hibiki. So this is the answer she found beyond the depths of despair. But if this is gonna be farewell, gotta say everything about this world, No, gotta say farewell to this entire world. They disappeared? That wasn't a retreat. They were annihilated? Turning them to nothing, huh? Is that the power of that colorless big O? I did want to enjoy myself a bit more, but it seems as if I'm out of time. Looks like I'll just get to watch you be swallowed up by the system. The big Venus. A bird that has lost her wings. Or is that a beast from before it evolved into a bird? Angel, are you the one inside that? Angel, an angel? I've come here in order to talk with you. But it doesn't look like you're willing to listen, huh? If we leave them alone, this entire city will be annihilated. And if that thing were to appear in our world... But if that happens, the entire world will be... Is that the system? Something that someone prepared in order to reset the existence of this world. At the time when the loop of 12,000 years closes. Is something to give peaceful sleep to those who would be filled with despair? What do we do, Roger? Or can't we just do what we normally do? We've got no choice. But remember, this is only a first step before we actually commence negotiations. Understood. We'll slow them down. Leave the rest to you, Mr. Roger. Something like this happened to us before, didn't it? That time we were able to do something. So this time, surely. But it's capable of destroying... Would you say it's nothing? See, this isn't a matter of even being touched. If they even notice us, we'll be gone. So even if we dodge, block her, or even try to avoid, it won't work at all? That means that everyone will have a single chance to attack. Regardless of the results, the people who fight against her will be annihilated. Does that mean we're gonna die? That really doesn't sound good. It's alright. Dorothy? You won't be annihilated. You'll simply be flung to another dimension. What? I've got no clue what's happening, but it means we're not gonna die? Roger will be certain to recover your existences. So our very existence is at stake in this negotiation. Are you worried? No. We trust in your skills, Roger. Well then, hurry up and choose, wingless ones. Will you be annihilated by the system? Or will you allow me to destroy you? We'll ignore both of those. We'll do what we need to here. Alright, everyone. In order to escape Paradigm City, we're going to have to rely on Roger's negotiation. Ignore the Black Aquarian. Fire everything we've got at the Big Venus. Everyone's got only a single chance to attack. Even if you evade or dodge, it won't do anything. Roger, it seems as if at the very least you will not be eliminated. So I guess that means the Big O and I are truly our final chance we've got. I'm counting on you, everyone. In order to bring her to the negotiation table, give me everything you have. Leave it to us. In exchange for that, we'll leave the finishing to you. Roger. Let's go, Angel. Well, those colorless clothes don't suit you at all. destroy the Vig Venus. However, everyone other than Roger, anyone who fights the Big Venus, looks like map weapons even may be included, regardless of result, will be removed from the map.
Great. Check. Alright, you do. You do.
I recommend analyzing.
Well, first things first, actually just... In series, it's also this!
Yeah.
Just a completely negative
Has
version.
will up bonus and guard, so it takes less damage.
What are its two skills?
Blessing and love.
Fitting.
Has the debuff canceller.
Oh, only 85,000 HP.
Yeah, but you get a single attack with everyone. And has a single attack, Light of Annihilation. So this shouldn't be too hard. Especially since you knew to have everyone up there. And and all main characters have unique quotes for getting removed here.
Which is part of why I kind of want to do this slower, but also I want to ensure that I actually,
Yeah.
win. I did not check what he was doing.
Even so, you are going to fight?
Fight on, Orgus. The SD makes the head look so much worse.
And now,
Light of Annihilation.
if that is your role, then...
Okay.
Yep. That's what happened. All the surroundings disappeared back into the holosphere or whatever it was.
Interesting. That hit.
Alright then. And all that's left is to leave things to Mr. Roger. So he just fades away.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So who else do you want to hear from?
I'll probably kill it if I go with Ozma.
No, I would not recommend that. I doubt he'll have one.
I'm sure they have one for everyone, but...
I doubt it. I'd say probably only like protagonists.
Just in case.
Why? It doesn't matter.
I don't know, just in case they die beforehand. But yeah,
Is your role to stop me?
Flash does not ignore... It ignores Flash. Do you drill break them?
I believe in you, Roger. Be sure to save us and the world. I mean, sure, why not?
Bizarra! If you're gonna go out with a bang.
Nothing special, he's saying.
Well, of course, it's not actually saying anything special.
I haven't sung enough yet!
Flips out of existence.
Peace out.
God Mars!
Final God Mars.
That's not Final God Mars. Because I know I can take this with remaining units.
Her heart's overflowing with sorrow. So he at least had something interesting to say.
That's my only step.
I shall reset the world. I've done everything I can. All that's left is to trust in Roger for the rest.
What is lose condition?
Roger dies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you could throw battleships at it.
I'm throwing battleships!
I would save beforehand, just to make absolutely certain.
Yeah.
But it looks like it said just Roger dies is the only lost condition.
I want to see what happens. If this causes us to restart the map, I'm sorry. I want to see if Go has any lines.
What? Existence itself is disappearing?
Yep, it's fine.
Bye. Good luck, Go. We trust you. You'll be able to do something, right?
I'll keep the one battleship at bay. Nothing to say, I assume.
No, nothing special.
Just fire the Macross cannon. Why am I even moving?
The quarter is being annihilated?
Ford, do you have anything to say?
I doubt it.
It's also because I just want to see this attack. I'm not sure which one this is.
This should be the full release. But truly, the way the funnels were initially animated was pretty impressive, wasn't it?
Yep.
They just drew them in one place, drew them in the next, and added a bit of motion blur. I'm disappearing from this world?
Alright, so... Getter.
The Getter or Banadger, since Banadger has love.
Yeah, Banadger, sure.
Wrong one. Oops.
Oops. Well.
So much for that.
You
Aquarian, Hibiki. One of those two. That ought to be enough. Maximum break.
I'm just gonna move back one.
I do not particularly enjoy the Jenny and Guy theme personally.
I wasn't fully aware it had a different theme.
Yeah. I won't let this world end. Yes, the genuine guy plays the theme, the taboo known as Hope.
Great name.
Yeah. And also the name of the first chapter of the game.
So I mentioned this while playing Kamen Rider a few days ago, but since it's actually showed up in the story now, Hibiki's name.
Yeah.
Hibiki is it just Hibi? Is it just the Hibi part of Hibiki?
No.
Or?
Hibiki, Hibiku is the verb for to echo. And so Hibiki would be one way of doing it. This end, it might not be that bad.
Hibiki is an echo of Gadlight.
Mm-hmm. And even his mech is. It stopped moving. Let's go now! Angel! You cannot change your destiny. You humans, at least. But if that should happen, then... Roger... Angel! Can you hear me? I'm already... I don't know what it is that caused you to despair like this. But it's all in the past, isn't it? Both those memories, and the creation of this town. This town is nothing more than an illusion known as eternity. And all of us who live here as well are. If you've grown fed up of looking at a dream, then just open your eyes. After all, reality isn't all that bad. But both the past and our memories. Things that have been lost won't return. Or it could be that those things were never even there in the first place. But the moment that we know is now definitely exists. Yeah. The fact that this world that I can see and am feeling right now is something that's definitely true. So is this world. So is this city. It's got nothing to do with who created or why. Paradigm City exists. The world's a big place. If you're fed up with the world that's been pushed onto you, then all you need to do is leave the stage on your own 2 legs. But both I and the citizens of this town, we don't have anywhere we belong. That's something you just need to find out on your own. If you keep on going as the wind takes you and as your whims lead you, that'll be where you wind up. Who knows? What's waiting outside the domes might be some brilliant fields. But most importantly, what happens beyond that is something you need to see with your own eyes. And if there's nothing out there beyond, then you just need to create it yourself. Even if we can't reclaim our pasts, we can still make the future. If we don't like the role that others have decided for us, then we just have to make our own. After all, I'm the one who chose this job of being negotiator for the world, didn't I? Roger. If you want, you could even come with us. Do you truly think that I have that right? I thought I'd told you. The only one who can decide that is you yourself. Those wings that you lost long ago? I'm certain they're still there in your heart. Just go ahead and spread your wings, Angel. You're free, aren't you? How very fitting for you. But couldn't you have chosen a better way of putting it? Oh, come on. What do you think? After all, I am who I am, aren't I? That's right. At the very least, the time that I spent with you is something that will be irreplaceable to me. Even that is something that someone else decided. Well then, what happens from here on out? Something for you and me? No. For all humanity to decide. Not going to say for just the 2 of us? How sad of an attempt at wooing that was. But it wasn't half bad. Roger the Negotiator. Angel. Thank you. I think I'll be able to accept this world. May we meet again, Roger. Somewhere in a corner of this world. I'll be waiting for that. Has everyone disappeared? No, it's not quite right. Angel accepted the world. I'm certain that everyone else has just left this city, and they're waiting for us outside. Why? Why did you refuse to accept the destiny that had been placed upon you? How foolish are you? I refuse to accept this. I refuse to accept this result. How pathetic, you leftover angel! The gods of Olympus? The ruler of hell? I won't allow you to do as you like with this world. This planet is ours. How dare you? Now then, angel. Well, allow us to teach you who the true conqueror of this world is. And now.
Chapter clear.
Please note, it did not at any point list the name of the title. The title of that chapter is The Illusion Known as Eternity.
Okay.
Please note you'll only have 15 teams available for next time. So you're going to have to cut one loose.
No. I have exactly 15 teams.
Oh, right, because you have 3. Okay.
Alright. So,
The next chapter is going to be a long and painful one, so we will not be doing that today. We will be coming back hopefully on Tuesday or Wednesday, but probably not Monday. So we'll get to this, and I mean, we are very close to the end here.
got less than 12 chapters left. I think.
6. Try 6 or 7.
Yeah, we're on 55.
This is 54. Next
Alright.
up is 54. So, we'll complete that, and probably go on to Z3 Tengoku. I have not played through that, so I've got no clue what's going to happen there. So, I hope everyone has enjoyed this, and we will see you again next week. Farewell.
See you.